my first kiss with Rachel?
You were my first kiss ever!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Monica and Ross sibling moments on Friends.
I accidentally broke Ross's nose.
It was so not an accident.
Any stories? No news? No little anecdotes to share with the folks?
Okay. You are such a tattletale!
For this list, we'll be looking at those funny, awkward, and definitely memorable moments that occurred between the Geller siblings on the hit sitcom. Now go give your sibling a hug and a noogie and then leave us a comment below. Number 10. Ross finds out. Most people with sisters, especially a younger sister, are at least somewhat overprotective of them when it comes to their dating lives. And the one rule many will lay down with their own friends is that the sister is off limits.
I thought you were my best friend. This is my sister. My best friend and my sister. I cannot believe this.
So Ross was probably speaking for a lot of people out there when he saw Chandler and Monica from his apartment and let out that primal rage-filled scream of,
Get off my sister!
Now we aren't sure how many people would go from super rage to super happy as fast as Ross does when he finds out that Chandler and Monica are in love, but it did make for a classic sibling moment on the show.
My best friend and my sister. I cannot believe this.
Number 9. The revenge headbang prank. When Ross finds out that his son banged his head when Monica and Rachel were babysitting, he pretended that Ben was having some serious problems to make his sister feel bad.
Well, I was just playing with him, and, we were doing the alphabet song, which he used to be really good at, but suddenly he's leaving out E and F. It's like they just, fell out of his head.
Now, siblings prank each other all the time, but using your child to prank your sibling and make them feel horrible, well, that's a little on the dark side of things.
Oh my God! I wrecked your baby! I hope it's still funny when you're in hell.
But when Monica goes after her older brother in anger, a laughing Ross slams into a post in the kitchen and bangs his head, once again proving that karma always wins.
I'll get the hat.
Number 8. When they're at the hospital after Ross's allergic reaction. You'd think that if anyone was going to remember all the things you're allergic to, it would be the members of your family.
You said it was a key lime pie.
No, I didn't. I said kiwi lime. That's what makes it so special.
That's what's gonna kill me.
Well, in season 2, Ross's allergy to kiwi slipped Monica's mind for a moment, and that was all it took for his tongue to start swelling up. He didn't look as bad as the Big Bang Theory's Howard did when he eats peanuts, but the reaction was serious enough that they had to go to the hospital to get Ross a shot. Oh, and while Ross isn't allergic to needles, he definitely doesn't like them.
My brother has a slight phobia about needles.
Did you tell him about my squirt gun idea?
So being a good sister, Monica offers to hold his hand. But rather than hold it, Ross crushes it and bruises her bones. He does get his S's back, though.
Which we can celebrate later.
Number 7. Ross's Richard mom prank. While Ross's Monica bang prank was maybe a little more mean than funny, his Richard mom prank was way more funny than mean. When Ross and Rachel started dating, Ross was obviously over at the apartment a lot more often, and this started to cause some tension between the siblings.
I hope you cleaned your hair out of the drain.
I hope you clean your hair out of the drain.
Shut up!
Shut up.
Cut it out!
Me.
They argued as only siblings can, and along with the name-calling, Ross was able to prank his sister real good by telling her it was her boyfriend on the phone when in fact it was their mother.
Hi, Tony. Can I call you back? That's my sister's boyfriend.
Give me that.
Now, 9 times out of 10, this might not be that great of a prank, but 1 time out of 10, Monica will grab the phone and immediately ask her boyfriend if she left her birth control device at his place.
Hi, sweetie. Listen, before I forget, did I leave my diaphragm at your place? Hi, Mom.
Number 6. Wrestling siblings. When Rachel starts dating Danny, she's a little uncomfortable with how close he is with his sister. So she asks Ross and Monica if it's as weird as she thinks it is.
They were very, wrestly.
But I guess that's normal?
The Gellers tell her that they used to wrestle when they were kids, and according to uber-competitive Monica, she was undefeated.
Well, you weighed 200 pounds.
Still, I was quick as a cat.
But they also tell Rachel that they don't do it anymore. However, when Ross brags that he's now too strong for Monica, her competitive side comes out and the two siblings go at it right in the living room. We are going to assume Monica won that fight also.
Okay, you know what? Actually, that's great. That helps a lot. Thanks.
Number 5. Monica's first kiss. Okay, to be honest, we aren't sure if this one is disturbing, sad, funny, or maybe a bit of all three. It started off as just sad when Ross thought that, back in college, Chandler had kissed Rachel on the same night that he had his first kiss ever with her.
Hey!
I'm in college and I'm in a band.
Yeah, okay.
But it's when they tell Monica the story that things go from sad to disturbing. As it turns out, the girl Ross thought was Rachel was actually his sister.
You were under the pile of coats?
I was the pile of coats!
Which means Ross's first kiss with Rachel was with Monica, and Monica's first kiss ever was with her brother.
What did I marry into?
Completely inappropriate, but also kind of funny, right? Number 4. Touch football and the Geller Bowl. The rivalry and competition is very strong between the Geller siblings.
Monica and I aren't supposed to play football.
Says who, your mom?
Yes.
And while Ross was their parents' favorite and Monica was an undefeated wrestler, the Geller Cup champion was still left up in the air. Monica claimed to have been the reigning family football champion, but Ross alleged that her big arm penalty meant that she wasn't the rightful holder of the title.
You did not win the game. The touchdown didn't count because of the spectacularly illegal, oh, and by the way, savage, nose breaking.
And as adults, the competitiveness didn't ease up, as we saw in the classic Thanksgiving Day football game in the park. We still don't know who won, by the way.
If nobody tagged Rachel, then isn't the play still going?
Number 3. A Thanksgiving revelation of secrets.
Ross, if you don't tell them, then I will.
Okay, fine.
There are few people who know more of your secrets than your siblings. They are the ones you grew up with in the same house together.
All right, you know what? That's it. You've had your chance.
What?
Mom, Dad.
The ones who knew you smoked pot and stole your dad's Playboys. The ones who know you, and not a hurricane, broke the porch swing. They are the ones that know you're living with your boyfriend, or that you just lost your job and got another divorce.
Ross married Rachel in Vegas and got divorced again!
The problem is that they're also the ones that can rat on you to your parents at any moment.
That's a lot of information to get in 30 seconds.
Number 2. The middle finger alternative. Try giving your brother or sister the finger in front of your parents and see what happens. Probably nothing good. However, try banging the sides of your fists together and see what happens. Probably nothing at all.
What was that?
Monica knows.
Many siblings have their own language that they make up so that they can communicate without their parents knowing what they're saying. And when they were kids, Ross came up with this gesture that was a way to give Monica the finger without actually giving her the finger.
I remember I cried the night you made that up. This is the first time I realized I was cooler than my big brother.
Ross breaks it out again in season 4, and it catches on, with many of the other friends even using it at different times as well. Don't try to deny that you've used it a few times also.
Ladies, you're up.
All right, come on.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Ross unknowingly offers Monica help in choosing lingerie. Sometimes you should listen to your sister when she says she doesn't want your opinion.
Which one of these do you think would make your little sister look hotter so your best friend would want to do her?
The red one.
Monica meets Ben. It's always good to know who has gum.
I will always have gum.
Dinner with the parents, just in case you didn't know that Ross was their mother's favorite.
She's pregnant with my child, and she and Susan are going to raise the baby.
And you knew about this?
The first step to making a baby, not something most siblings want to hear their sister say to their best friend.
Okay, it's baby time.
Pants off, Bing. Didn't see you there, Geller.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Dancing siblings. It's true that siblings spend a lot of time fighting, teasing each other and the like, but there are also those times when they come together to do something great.
We are going to Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve!
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Or at least something really funny that they think is great. This brings us to the routine, the dance routine from their childhood that Monica and Ross break out during the filming of a Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve special. And while it might have only gotten them an honorable mention in the brother-sister dance category back in middle school, it earned a first-place prize from us.
So, do we really need to ask who's going up on the platform next?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.